What's up, YouTube? It's Duncan here with the Scrub Academy, and we are going to go through some basic combos with the Vendread U-Link deck that we've already profiled on this channel. So we're just going to shuffle it up and draw 5 cards off the top and play out a turn 1 hand. So, pre-prep, very nice, Battle Lord, Monster Reborn, Evolution, and Solitaire. So, assuming your opponent doesn't have any hand traps here, or even if they do have a couple, you can probably play through it. So the first thing you do is you're going to play Solitaire. Solitaire will tribute itself to summon Unizombie. If your opponent has Ash here, then that's just fine. You just won't get your Unizombie summon, and we can easily play through that. So we summon Unizombie. Unizombie's effect to send a Mizuki to our graveyard. A lot of people impermanence the Unizombie. If they did that, still just fine. Pre-prep, hopefully your opponent didn't save Ash for that. Odds are they won't know that you're playing a Ritual deck, so they probably didn't save it. So just go straight to your Vendread Slayer, and then activate the Origin to pitch Battle Lord and summon Slayer. From there, it's pretty much just a link climb. We're going to link 2 into Sucker. Slayer's effect will activate, allowing us to search a ritual spell and send a Vendread monster. Since we already have Battle Lord in the grave, we're going to send Hound Horde. And then we're just going to summon Battle Lord with Evolution, which lets us use a Battle Lord in the deck. So that'll summon. Sucker's effect will activate, which is going to let us draw 1, which is another Solitaire. Not particularly useful, but might be okay later. Battle Lord's effect is going to activate to banish a Vendread in the graveyard and turn off either monster spells or traps for your opponent. Monster is the typical choice, but if they've waited this long, odds are they're sitting on an impermanence to shut you down on the Summon Sork. So I would probably turn off traps at this point. Then we link 3 and summon out our Summon Sorceress. Battle Lord will activate in the graveyard, which will let us search for a ritual monster and send a Vendread. Striges will activate, revealing the Executor in our hand to special summon itself back out. Sork will let us summon Goblin Zombie from our deck. And then from there, we're pretty much just abusing Mizuki to constantly search and go into more monsters. Hopefully at some point we're going to run into a Burial, which will allow us to safely do this and go into a U-Link. But we can't be sure of that yet, so we gotta play it safe. Goblin Zombie is going to let us search. And at this point, I'm gonna go into Gozuki. Then, we're gonna banish the Mizuki from the beginning to summon Goblin Zombie out. And then link 4. Goblin Zombie is always Chainlink 1 because it's a when effect. So then Chainlink 2 is going to be Griffin. Pitching Gozuki to set back our Vendread Origin. So we're going to get to draw 1 off of Griffin, and then search off of Goblin Zombie. We drew into pre-prep, which we've already activated this turn, so that's pretty useless on this one. But Goblin Zombie is going to search for another Mizuki. And we're going to activate the Gozuki that we sent off of Griffin. So we banish another zombie in the graveyard. I'm just going to choose Unizombie. And then we get to special summon off the Mezuki in our hand. So then we could use Hound Horde to special summon itself, but I'm going to hold off on that and just use the Monster Reborn that we opened. This will let us bring back Goblin Zombie, and then we're going to link 2 into a Proxy Dragon. Goblin Zombie, once again, let us search. Gonna grab the third Mezuki. And then we're going to link 1 Phoenix into Mermaid. Mermaid's effect will activate, pitch Mezuki to summon Ibli from our deck. We'll put it here. And then we're going to draw 1, yet again. So at this point, we haven't encountered a burial from the different dimension yet. If we did finish the combo, we'd be able to U-Link, but we wouldn't be able to do it with the Trigate. So what we're going to do here is link 3 using Ibli and Proxy Dragon into Unicorn. Activate the Unicorn effect, pitching the Vendread core in our hand to spin back our set card, which is the Origin set off Griffin. Can't be activated this turn, and even if we draw back into it, it wouldn't be that big of a punishment. Then we draw. It's Vendread Origin. So now we're kind of out of options for a Trigate U-Link board. But we can still very easily go into a regular U-Link. We're going to summon back Goblin Zombie, activate Hound Horde, which pitches a Vendread card in our hand to special summon itself. Then we'll link 2 into Cerberus. At this point, you can either leave the Ibli if you don't want to gamble and top the burial, which is what I'm going to do this time. Hound Horde banished itself, but Goblin Zombie is going to let us search. And we would have top decked Zombie World there if we had Cerberus, which would have been pretty nice, but not necessary. Because we're about to search for Banshee. Now we're going to activate the Mezuki in our graveyard to bring back Vendread Core. And then link 1 to summon out Link Karibo. From there, we have nothing left to special summon within our graveyard, but we've got the U-Link. So we're going to activate Vendread Origin, which is going to let us summon out Executor by banishing the Battlelord that we didn't properly summon and pitching Banshee. So that comes out. Then we're going to banish Banshee from our graveyard and activate a Zombie World from our deck to stop our opponent from tributing off the Ibli. Then, this is a matter of opinion. You can either link the Executor off with the Griffin to stop your opponent from destroying you by battle. It's pretty unlikely that your opponent can break the U-Link by battle here. But if they can, I prefer to play it safe. Odds are they don't have a lot of special summoned effects that are going to go off here, mostly because the Ibli is shutting down their special summoned effects. So we're just going to link 2 into Phoenix. Then we're going to activate Vendread Core's effect in the graveyard, banishing any monster since everything's a zombie, to special summon out Core. And then we're going to activate our last Origin, just banishing any zombie from the graveyard. We can just do Gozuki. Well, actually, we're trying to use core on the field here to summon it. So we have to use our Battle Lord and our core to summon out Executor. So from here, we've got a full U-Link and an Executor up. Executor itself can't be targeted because it was summoned with core, and then has an effect that says your other cards can't be targeted by your opponent's card effects. So your U-Link is completely safe by targeting, destruction by battle, destruction by card effect, and then Executor itself is protected by Origin, which says if it would be destroyed by battle or card effects, it wouldn't be. So your opponent has to find a way to get out of Ibli and then use non-targeting, non-destruction removal to get your Executor off the field. If they can't, they'll pass it back to you. You'll draw 4 off your co-linked Nightmare cards. And you've probably won if your U-Link is still up. If they find a way out, odds are it'll be by blowing up Zombie World and tributing over your Ibli. But even then, they're grasping. So that's pretty much it to the Vendread U-Link. If you draw other hands, it's essentially just rushing out Sucker and then going into Summon Sorceress. But it's a pretty convoluted way to do something simple. But we don't need Firewall for it, which things like Goki still do. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you, if you want to be more disappointed in my combo videos. And I will see you guys next time.